Hey guys, HSF Productions here, coming to you from Troy, Michigan once again today. Today we will be doing a tiny bit of rail fanning, just one train in Troy, Michigan. The only reason I was out in 15-degree weather was to see Canadian National Q116 with GECX 2037 trailing second, aka the Blue Whale. CN Q116 is a daily auto-rack and intermodal train from Homewood, Illinois to Flat Rock, Michigan. 116 also regularly carries out stops in Battle Creek and Ferndale, Michigan. This very same day, Canadian National E251 would have a Union Pacific ES44AC trailing second. But it was way too cold to stay out. I felt like my fingers were falling off just staying out 20 minutes recording for Q116. So I decided to go home. I was not staying out there any longer. After the passing of Q116, we would head out to Great Lakes Hobby and Train to take a look at some model trains. First up, we would look at a couple cool locomotives on the layout inside of the store. Then, I would go over and look at the Bachmann ready-to-run sets that come with track, locomotives, and rail cars. And then I would go over and look at some of the HO rolling stock. They have a good selection of rolling stock here, such as this high cube Milwaukee Road boxcar. They also had a Virginian hot coal hopper. Two aisles over are some of the more expensive items in the store, such as some SCL and SAL locomotives. We continue to the third aisle over to see a bunch of more modern locomotives. Some NS Heritage units, some Grand Trunk locomotives, and even a Bachmann ALC-42 in Amtrak livery. Next up, we'll take a look at some O-scale locomotives in the next display case over. Starting off with the Norfolk Southern GEVO, then the Lackawanna Heritage Unit, an SD70M, an SD70 Ace, Grand Trunk 59-122, my favorite locomotive that I saw there that day, then a Canadian Pacific GEVO, and lots more. I decided to move on from the O-scale locomotives and go take a look at some more HO locomotives. Some of them were SD60s, SD70s, and even a B40-8. We would also see our first Athearn locomotives of the day, specifically Athearn Genesis. We would see a Santa Fe SD75M, another SD75M also in Santa Fe livery. We also saw what I believe to be an SD70 Mac from CSX, and a BNSF booster unit. Then I found my favorite rail car in the whole store, an 86-foot auto parts box car in Norfolk Southern livery, and a Canadian Pacific auto rack. Then we took a look at some General Hoppers and some gondolas. After looking at all that rolling stock, I would see another piece of rolling stock from Walter's Proto that would very much catch my eye, a DT&I coil car, Detroit, Toledo, and Ironton. Next, we took a look at some N-scale locomotives, which is what I plan to model in the future.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, buddy.
I wish they weren't as expensive, but I guess it does make sense. And that would be the end of our trip to Great Lakes Hobby and Train. I had a great time there, very fun, very nice employees. I definitely recommend going there, and yeah, I'll definitely be back soon, and HSF Productions out.